Hey guys, we're here at Junior Motorsports today with a very special guest, my friend Brian Ensign, Vice President of Marketing at Superior Essex, and we're really glad to have you here today.
Glad to be
Checking out
here.
the shop and do a little chit chat.
Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome to see and be here.
So we've got to walk around the shop, checked out all the different rooms, the assembly room, suspension room,
Yep.
all the different cars coming up for races. What do you think so far?
It's really cool to see behind the scenes, right? To see different stages, different cars for different races. I mean, it's kind of cool to see how they all come together because I don't really see that too often, right? But it's quite a bit that goes into it. It's really cool to see.
We have
For
about over 100 employees here at Junior Motorsports, so it takes everybody from the fab shop to the truck drivers to everybody upstairs. It takes everyone. So I'm fortunate to be in a position to where they make my job a lot easier, and I know that everything's going to be well prepared. Everybody specializes
Right,
in
ready for you.
their individual jobs. So a lot of hard work that goes in, but definitely very grateful to have each and every person here doing their job. So what got you into racing?
I've always been kind of around watching racing, loved to do it. Back in the Dale Senior days, I mean, there's just a lot of history there.
Was he your favorite driver?
He was. Jeff Gordon come on the scene. I kind of followed him more, but yeah, it was always Dale Senior and then Junior from
Yep.
there. But it was just always loved watching it, right? And lived near Watkins Glen, so for us it was 3-hour drive to Watkins Glen. So what's your favorite track then?
My favorite track has got to be Homestead Miami Speedway. Riding right up against that wall. What's the biggest reason why
Mouthful.
Superior Essex focuses on NASCAR industry?
We look for different ways to develop business over the years, and through non-traditional means. So once we get introduced, going back 4 years ago now, to the racing world through some friendships and contacts, and that's where we kind of met right after that.
Yep.
It was Daytona, one of our first races.
Daytona back in 2017.
Yeah, seems like yesterday, right? But
It does.
how it's
Time
changed.
flies, right?
But we saw it as another opportunity because for us in the communications cabling world, so construction is big, right? So as people build new buildings, they're putting in communications cabling, which is a big part of the network. So around whether it's a track or whether it's through the other sponsors, it's all B2B for us, right?
Right.
Really, there's no B2C, it's all B2B, so business to business. So creating those relationships, because we love to create relationships, are very important for us. And once we got exposed to it, it was like, wow, here's the possibilities, whether it's track level, team level, like with yourself, or with JRM. I mean, it's been some good relationships. And then somebody knows somebody or is building something somewhere.
Right.
It's just making those connections. And then day of, we've had people come to the racetrack that they knew about NASCAR, but they're like, I'm not going to sit and watch TV for cars going around and around, right? So once they show up, they leave, they're like, I didn't realize all this is going on.
Right.
I had no idea. I get to meet someone like yourself and a person to the face and a personality, then they become fans. Now we got some of our biggest fans have come to races with us. So
Other
it's been
than
good.
racing, that's probably my favorite part, is meeting new people and just kind of seeing their smile when they're like, wow, I didn't really know all this about racing and NASCAR, and I thought it was this, but there's so much more to it, and just kind of seeing that light bulb go off on their
Yeah.
head and then become a fan of it. And then you meet them 6 months down the road and they're like, hey, I've been watching all your races. That's probably my favorite part. What do you got? You got any questions?
So just got a couple weeks coming up. What are you going to be doing?
So we have the 2-week break for the Olympics, and your daughter hopefully will be in the Olympics one
Down
day.
the road, I hope.
Tell
I'm not
me
sure I'm ready for that.
Tell me a little bit more about that real quick.
She'd love that. Competitive archery is what she's really, 14 years old, been doing it 3 years now. So she's doing very well. She has a good chance to make the USA team this year in that range. But she's got her sights on 2024 in Paris. So very
Paris.
focused. And other than marketing and selling cable, now it's all about archery, two different
yeah.
things. But very proud of her and what she does.
I'm gonna go back out to Vegas, where I'm from, and
Nice.
be able to go see some friends, relax for a little bit, and then the Beard family. I drove their number 62 Cup car earlier this year down in Daytona. I'm gonna go up and visit them. What's been your favorite memory with our team, the number 9 team, and Superior Essex and everything that we've had together.
Of course, I mean, Daytona 2020, right?
Yeah.
Your win there was awesome. Getting into, coming into the victory lane with you and your family and your team and just being part of that was very welcoming. That was just awesome experience.
It doesn't get much
All
better
around.
than just the memories,
Yeah.
The memories for me, and just seeing everybody smiling and having a good time. That's what
I'm sure they're right
what I
there
love about
present,
it.
right?
Oh yeah.
Because the experience at the track has always been fun, right? So it's a whole new level of going from a fan to being behind the scenes on the pit box.
Yep.
We're here behind us, sitting watching races from there, and that exposure. But then to take it and share with you in victory lane, was just
It's icing on the cake.
it's just a top.
It's a good time.
Now seeing the Superior Essex car in Richmond of 2019, that was awesome to see.
That one was cool.
It was a good paint
That's
scheme.
one of my favorite paint schemes I've driven. The white and the red. It looked good under the lights too. So tell me more about Superior Essex and what you guys do.
Yeah, sure. Like I mentioned, communications cabling manufacturer. So we're the folks that are behind the wall, really. You don't really see a lot of us. So in a
Right.
building space or even this space, we're interconnecting all the network gear, the sensors, so anything network or communication-wise, not power, but network
Right.
communications. So we're interconnecting all the devices, right? So really a lot behind the wall. So we make all that structured cabling, copper, fiber, a lot of the stuff you see outside. Whether it's up on poles or buried in the ground to connect all the broadband and internet to the homes or internet to the buildings or spaces. So Xfinity, right? Great
Yep.
sponsor series, is it super fast internet? Interconnecting all that to make that happen, all the way from the core itself all the way out to the users. So all that copper and fiber cabling to hook all that up. I mean, that's
It's
really what we
interesting
do.
because I didn't know anything about cabling or wiring until I met you guys, and I was able to go out to it was LeGrand, right?
Yep.
Out
Brown.
in Vegas.
Yep.
I
The
wasn't sure.
show?
If I was, yep, the show, and being able to learn more about it and actually put my hands on the wiring and cabling and
I saw you terminate
have
some
fun.
copper.
Oh yeah, it was a good time, and we were doing races and whatnot. So
Some of these guys, they were
fun.
smoking fast in there.
oh
but
yeah,
You kept
Oh, yeah.
up.
I'm not good. I'm not good at it, but I tried my best.
Might have been like running a road race versus Daytona, right?
Yes,
Speed-wise,
exactly,
but, hey,
exactly.
we'll take it.
It's fun.
But now that's what we do. We also believe a lot in sustainability, making this world a better place than we leave it. So whether it's from manufacturing, where no waste goes to the landfill, or making product that contributes to the user of the product that contribute to their sustainability requirements. So we're a huge believer in sustainability. So full transparency of what's in the products. It's not going to have a negative effect on the environment. Carbon neutrality is a big thing. So I really believe in that. So you mentioned your favorite track. What's a tough track for you?
Tough track? All of them, but I wouldn't say any track is easy, but the one that there's tracks where I maybe understand kind of the physics and approach you need to take to having the optimal racing line and fastest time. But for myself, probably the hardest would be New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Gotcha.
It's a really flat track, and Phoenix used to be one of my tougher places, but put in a lot of work. Justin Allgaier, my teammate, the 7
Oh,
guy
yep.
car, he's really good there. And so being able to kind of lean on him and learn on him and kind of understand the approach he takes when he gets to that racetrack and trying to implement it into our cars and whatnot, we've definitely upped our program when we get to Phoenix, and that's a big thanks to Justin. So if we can, I don't have a lot of experience at New Hampshire,
Makes sense.
so I've only been there twice in the Xfinity car, where I've been to Phoenix 5 times now in the Xfinity car.
Gotcha.
So there's still not a lot of experience, but it's one of my more challenging racetracks for me.
That's got to be awesome learning from the other teammates, right?
Yeah, it's big. We have Michael Nett, Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, and we all come together and we talk after races. Each Monday morning after a race, we'll be able to talk and kind of figure out where we could be better, where we thought we were
Gotcha.
good, compare ourselves to the competition, and come up with a solid game plan for the next time we go to that racetrack, whether it's later that year or it's next year. We have a better general understanding on where we can improve. everything's always evolving, and everybody's trying to make their setups and
Right.
all their equipment better. So any jump you can get on the competition, we all need to work together at the end of the day to make that happen. And I'm lucky enough to have some great teammates and just a lot of great people here at Junior Motorsports that keeps everything going and keeps us drivers on track.
That's awesome. You know, you say that a lot. You say you're always learning, right? And that's something that's always impressed me. And a lot of reason, you know, we've always worked together is you're always learning. You're looking for that next thing. How can I do better? You know, how can I improve? And that's a lot of what we always look at. But I think that's why it's a good connection is you're always looking for that, hey, how can I just get to that next step, keep going and going? So
I make a lot of mistakes, but I try not to try to learn from my mistakes and get better and figure out how do I not do that again, you know, where sometimes I've made some mistakes that I'm not the most proud of, but hey, I'm trying to learn each
That's how you learn, right?
It. That's right. That's right. You don't know unless you try. So
there you go.
Thank you, Brian, for coming out and checking out the shop and teaching us more about Superior Essex and getting to know you.
Hey, thanks.